Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SmackDown. We are live in Wheeling, West Virginia. Here we go. Kicking it off very appropriately, ladies and gentlemen, with Finn Balor. Finn Balor has been pacing around backstage all day long. He was here 4 hours before call time. Finn Balor has been here all afternoon. Why? Because he's pissed off. Why is he pissed off? He's pissed off because of AJ Styles and everything that went down at Survivor Series in the richest match in the history of professional wrestling. Finn Balor had his opportunity one-on-one with Daniel Bryan to finally take the last piece of the puzzle away from Elite Sports Management. But it was AJ Styles who delivered a devastating Styles clash on the floor, on the cold concrete. And well, Finn Balor was capitalized on by Daniel Bryan, and ESM just, and I mean just, hung on by a thread. Finn Balor is here tonight on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. New look, new feel, same attitude, same action. Same badass Finn Balor. He is here to address AJ Styles. This has combustible written all over it. This man is possessed, and not by the demon. No, no, no. He's possessed by the hatred of AJ Styles. AJ mentioned Finn Balor on Raw this week. That he did. Finn Balor holds a victory at WrestleMania over AJ. That's where all this stemmed from. They're on the same team. Oh my God. Finn Balor is requesting a trade to Raw. And he wants to be traded with Apollo Crews. Oh no, this is not good news for ESM and Paul Heyman, who don't want this to happen. Balor saying he loves SmackDown. This is what he feels like is his home, but sometimes you need to fly the coop. Wait a minute. Well, we know that music, but this guy's not on SmackDown. You've got to be kidding me. Have we seen the first trade? Seth Rollins is on SmackDown. Oh my God. This place has come apart at the seams, ladies and gentlemen. It would seem as though Seth Rollins has been part of a blockbuster trade somewhere along the line during the week. And Rollins is here on SmackDown. Well, has Rollins maybe been traded with Balor? Is that what's happened here, or is it a separate trade? What's going on? Well, he confirms it. There's been a trade. Seth Rollins saying he's here to be the man around here. Well, he mustn't have been traded with Balor because it seems as though he wants to get in Balor's face to make a statement. Oh, this is going to go down, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins has come to SmackDown to punch the biggest man in the face that's in the group, and he just palms him. Oh my. Rollins, with an extremely cocky attitude, has shown up on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. But tonight, the huge fatal four-way match with the winner getting a shot at the Royal Rumble, at the World Heavyweight Champion, whoever that is, come Royal Rumble time. The fatal four-way for the victorious Team SmackDown from Survivor Series goes down in your main event tonight. There's EC3, hang on. Oh. Well, I thought they go to the Rumble, but no. EC3's changed it. You can choose any time before the Royal Rumble, but not after. The winner of the Fatal 4-Way has the power of choice. You can have your shot anywhere between now and the Rumble. My goodness. Breathless start, just like Monday Night Raw. Well, there's the women's power rankings of SmackDown. Shayna Baszler, Toni Storm, Peyton, Royce, Billie Kay, Ruby Riott. It's stacked. Ember Moon, Charlotte. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, change is upon us. You can see the rankings here. Atop the rankings is Shayna Baszler, and that is deservedly so. But the big news coming out of this is Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley on separate brands now. But look at how stacked that women's division is. The women who finish the month number 1 and 2 will fight for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Vengeance, but hang on a second. That's Becky Lynch. Well, she's number 10 on the women's power rankings. We haven't seen Becky Lynch around these parts for a long time. But it seems as though the man has come around. Becky Lynch coming out to a somewhat mixed response, it has to be said, but Becky Lynch is here. She does not look happy whatsoever. Becky Lynch has cut EC3 off while he was going through some of the finer details here on SmackDown. There's so much that's changed. We'll go more in depth when we have the chance, but it's breathless to start the show, ladies and gentlemen. SmackDown is off to an absolute flyer here. Seth Rollins has been part of a trade, and now Becky Lynch has cut off EC3. And it looks as though she's hunting for a microphone here. Maybe the crowd are behind Becky Lynch. She doesn't seem very happy. And there you go, Becky Lynch not happy with number 10. She wants an opponent right now. Becky Lynch not happy with being number 10 on the power rankings. Has called anyone out. And I think she's got an answer. Well, this is very interesting. Liv Morgan, who is sitting at number 8 on the women's power rankings, has taken umbrage and wants to get in the face of Becky Lynch here. One of the members of the Riot Squad, I'm assuming the Riot Squad is somewhat still in existence, considering, as we saw on NXT Insider, Sarah Logan has gone to NXT, but Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan still on SmackDown. But we are underway. Impromptu contest, ladies and gentlemen. Look out, here comes Becky Lynch. And just absolutely clears out Liv Morgan. And this match is underway. Impromptu match to start the show, ladies and gentlemen. Becky Lynch not happy with number 10 on the power rankings. Isn't going to take it lying down, but she's going to take it sitting down with the double leg drops. And this crowd is fired up, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins has joined the ranks of Team SmackDown. And, well, I was told in my ear just prior to this match getting underway, ladies and gentlemen, that Seth Rollins has not indeed been traded for Finn Balor, as Finn Balor only just made it known that he was up for being traded. He wants to be traded with Apollo Crews to go to Raw, so then Crews can get his wish and come to SmackDown. It does not bode well for Paul Heyman and his sleep schedule as he tries desperately to keep Elite Sports Management together, but instead, I'm hearing that the trade for Seth Rollins will be revealed on Monday Night Raw. The man who was traded for Rollins will show himself on Monday Night Raw, but look out, Becky Lynch here with a double axe handle from the apron as we hone in on the action here, and the women's division has taken on a life of its own lately. The power rankings just bringing out all this competition, and you can see what it means. Becky Lynch cuts off the general manager of SmackDown because she's not happy with where she's been placed, but the reality of it is we haven't seen Becky. She hasn't been in the confines of the 20x20 ring at all. So Becky Lynch needs to earn her keep again, and that's everybody. Look out, here's Becky Lynch, and oh, what a shot. She just sends her all the way to the outside again, and Becky Lynch is all kinds of fired up here. And the blue brand has started off hot. And the women are bringing it. Becky Lynch has had the better of this contest so far. Sends Liv Morgan off the ropes, and a beautiful leg lariat takes her down. Becky Lynch now down into the cover. Referee, perfect position. Got down nice and early, but it's just a 2 count. How about that enormous main event, ladies and gentlemen? And so much going on here on SmackDown. So much change, so much to talk about. The Fatal 4-Way tonight. Nakamura, Gargano, Velveteen Dream, and Cesaro all vie for a shot at Daniel Bryan's WWE Championship. They can choose to fight at WrestleMania or before, starting from tonight. The winner can choose any time between now and the Royal Rumble to cash in their shot at Daniel Bryan. As EC3 wants to focus on wrestling, he wants to focus on the professionals and the professional wrestlers in that ring to have the benefit of choice. And well, Liv Morgan didn't have a choice right there. She had to go for the ride from the high rent district with the superplex, and I reckon Becky Lynch might have just put her away here. No. Liv Morgan lives to fight another day. Well, Becky Lynch is going to try and wear her down now. This is a very sound strategy from Becky, but I reckon this one's gone on a little bit more than Becky may have wanted / expected. Liv Morgan, oh, brilliant roll through there. But Becky still controls the arm, but she didn't catch the elbow coming over the top, and then Speaker going over the top. Becky Lynch flies all the way to the over the top, all the way to the floor. Liv Morgan throwing wildly here, throwing shots to the midsection, and Becky Lynch sent into the barricade, and this is a smart ploy from Liv Morgan. Look out. Oh, shot there for Becky Lynch. Now Liv sent into the barricade, and a little bit of a recede here, I think, as Becky picks her up and slams her down on the barricade. You got to be prepared. But if you're going to dish it out, you've got to be able to take it as well. But Morgan, yet again, look out. Oh, shot right to the spine. And Liv Morgan seems to have almost punched herself out a little bit here. The referee is at a count of 8 here. Liv Morgan could probably go for the count out. Oh, 9. She just slides in the ring. She almost got herself counted out. And that's what happens when you're not prepared for these matches. When you have these impromptu matches, Liv Morgan decided to answer the call. Look out, Becky Lynch charging in. Oh, but Liv, brilliantly done. Hurricane Rana Liv Morgan now could try and take advantage of a down Becky Lynch. Sends her into the corner. Referee's going to have to get out of the way, but look out. Beautiful monkey flip. And Liv Morgan is really showing Becky Lynch that this ain't going to be a cakewalk here. And Morgan is going to look to put Becky Lynch away. She's going to do it right now. Wait a minute. Oh my. What the hell? Becky Lynch looking confused. The lights went out and Liv Morgan found herself down. The referee has no idea what's going on. There's no way he could have seen anything. I don't know what the hell that was, but Becky Lynch is going to take advantage. Becky Lynch is going to take full advantage and pick up the win. But what the hell happened there? Liv Morgan was setting up Becky Lynch. You can see it here. She's setting her up. The lights go out. And when the lights come back on, Liv Morgan is on the ground and out. Becky Lynch taps out Liv Morgan, who'd been, I heard a crash of some description while the lights were off. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, that huge assist from the blackout. I don't know whether it was a power outage or what. But either way you look at it, ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch is your winner. And you can see that advances her up to 8th. So she might be a little bit more pleased with that, being number 8 rather than being number 10. But Becky Lynch picks up a massive victory here on SmackDown. But it has to be said, it has an asterisk next to it. There it is, yeah. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Billie Kay takes on Toni Storm later tonight as well. Well, you get the feeling that there might be a little bit of angst between these two, considering they're both in the power rankings. They're both vying for the same prize, even though they're best friends. Peyton Royce seems pretty happy with the women's division, but Billie Kay seems a little bit off. Billie Kay wanting some moral support. Peyton Royce seems reluctant to go to the ring with her. Well, that's very, very interesting dynamic, ladies and gentlemen, friends. Almost being forced to become enemies with these women's power rankings, and the women's division is on fire. Well, Jinder Mahal hopes to reignite his fire. It's a fresh start for a hell of a lot of people here on both SmackDown and Raw, and of course NXT, which is coming up later in the week. But oh no, well, Jinder Mahal has a hell of a tall task in more ways than one, ladies and gentlemen. His opponent tonight is the all-conquering, almighty Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley, of course, responsible for taking out Rome and Walter in the same night. He took the Intercontinental Championship, held it hostage, but then it was this man that we're about to hear from, who is unfortunately not here tonight, Keith Lee, who put a stop to that. Keith Lee is on assignment promoting the WWE in all corners of the globe, and Still didn't miss a chance to say what's up to his old friend Bobby Lashley, who, of course, Keith Lee's brand new signing for SmackDown, showed up at Survivor Series, took Lashley out and returned the Intercontinental Championship back to EC3, who's then in turn passed it on to Walter, and we'll have an update on Walter next week as his injury is concerned, but we can tell you that he's doing well, should be back momentarily. Hopefully we see the big man back and defending that Intercontinental Championship soon. Bobby Lashley has taken out Jinder Mahal and goes straight to the crowd. He's certainly not a popular member of this SmackDown roster, is Bobby Lashley. Jinder Mahal might be able to take an opportunity here. Oh, Lashley, he took exception to that. Oh, he went for the clothesline, but Jinder Mahal was too quick. I'm telling you, it's a new lease on life for a lot of these guys. Jinder Mahal has an opportunity here to take it to a guy who, whether you like him or not, he's really put himself up there in terms of the Intercontinental Championship. Bobby Lashley took out Walter, took the title to the Survivor Series. He kept saying to EC3 that he felt like he was the champion. He blocked the suplex, and on the outside goes Jinder Mahal. He told EC3 that he was the champion. He deserves to be the champion, and he took him out. And Bobby Lashley, hang on a second, he might have some sinister thoughts here. We've seen this look in his eye before, and he's just destroying Jinder Mahal on the outside. Certainly not a good sign if you're Jinder Mahal. Oh, God, off the LAD board again. Bobby Lashley, I think he's going to take count out here. No, he's not. Bobby Lashley has gone so sick and so sadistic in his pursuit of the Intercontinental Championship, and Bobby Lashley is absolutely taking it to Jinder Mahal on the outside. He actually broke the count so he could continue the punishment. This does not look good for Jinder Mahal. Oh no. No. Bobby, come on! For God's sake! Oh, Jinder Mahal got out of the way. It looked like he was going to go for that LED board, big boot. Jinder Mahal caught him as he got back in the ring, and this could be his opportunity here. Man, this would rocket Mahal up the pecking order in terms of the Intercontinental Championship when Walter returns. Now Mahal might be looking for a submission here. He's got the shoulder clamp in, bearing down on Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley, oh man, he swept the legs out like he wasn't even there, and then dropped the elbow right down onto the heart of Mahal. Jinder Mahal is causing a little bit of a ruckus here for Lashley. Not able to put him away as quickly as he would have liked, but he almost took him out over the ring. That massive clothesline in the corner. And now Lashley sends him into the corner. A full head of steam, and oh my goodness me, what a clothesline. And Lashley then spears him, brings him back into the ring, and Lashley with a super kick lands it on the button. Oh my. Lashley on fire, sends him off, leaps over the top. Lashley, oh my God, what power. On the power slam, 1, 2, and he got him. No, Mahal kicks out. Still to come, huge fatal 4-way main event. The winner gets a shot at the WWE Championship anytime they wish between now and the Royal Rumble. You could choose to wait, see how it falls, go to the Royal Rumble on the big stage and try and win it that way. Or you could challenge for it next week. It's really up to the talent here on SmackDown. It's Mahal. Oh, look out, Mahal with a huge knee. Bobby Lashley's out. I reckon he's catching butterflies. I reckon Lashley's done here. Mahal caught him, but Bobby Lashley just kicked out. That's as quick as it can happen. Man, it is really a reset, a hard reset for all Raw and SmackDown superstars. Stay, take your chance, and then a knee to the back. And Jinder Mahal is in control here. When did you think you'd say that? Bobby Lashley is struggling. You can see the size of Mahal really taking it to Bobby Lashley. And now, shot to the midsection. Lashley now, and again, look at this. Mahal's really taking the opportunity now. This is what it can do. When you see a spot open up, you got to try and take it. And that's exactly what Jinder Mahal's doing here. Oh, look out, Bobby Lashley. Got the knee up. He got the knee up. And now Lashley looking to deliver a little bit of snake eyes. And then Lashley off the rope. Oh, and he cleaned him out with a clothesline. And Lashley's feeling it now. Bobby Lashley took him out with a clothesline. And now Lashley wants Jinder Mahal back up to his feet. And Lashley, full head of steam. Look out. Oh my God, what a gut buster. What a gut buster from Bobby Lashley. And now Lashley picks him up. Unbelievable power. It's unmitigated power. Even this late in the match, Lashley with enough in the tank to put him down. And now Lashley is lining him up to try and finish him off. Spears him out of his boots, too. And Bobby Lashley, whether you like him or not, is one hell of a threat to that Intercontinental Championship. Look at the power late in the match from Lashley. Drops him down, and then no one gets up from that. The freight train like DDT puts Jinder Mahal away. Man, the attitude of this guy, Bobby Lashley, he is pissed off. He is dangerous. And hang on a second. Oh, no. You've done enough. You've done enough. And now Lashley has Mahal. Oh, wait, where's he going? Where the hell? Oh, wait a minute! Raymond Rowe! Raymond Rowe is back! Raymond Rowe is back! Raymond Rowe has come back to haunt Bobby Lashley! Keith Lee couldn't be here, but Raymond Rowe sure as hell is. Oh, wait. Wait it. Look on the ramp. Is that who I think it is? It's Hanson. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God. Hanson picks up Lashley. Drives him down. Oh my God! What a moment! Hanson and Rowe back together again! And it looks as though they want war! This place has come unglued! Oh my God, the power! Lashley's get the hell out of there! Listen to this place! And EC3 looks on. He's got to be happy with that. Oh my God! Damn right! The tag team division just got a hell of a lot stronger on SmackDown. Oh my God. Eric Young. Sanity has chosen SmackDown, but wait. Daniel Bryan wants Heyman to facilitate the trade. Apollo Crews for Finn Balor. I gotta say, I agree with Heyman. If they want to exist, they can't have them on the same brand, but Daniel Bryan seems fed up. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, combustible doesn't even begin to describe anything we've seen so far tonight. But here is a man, it's Drew Gulak, who calls himself the All-American Grappler. And Drew Gulak has remained on SmackDown Live despite undoubted offers from NXT, but he kind of missed his opportunity to head to NXT when he lost to Pete Dunne at Survivor Series on the pre-show. As we know, this coming week on NXT will be Pete Dunne versus Matt Riddle in that huge main event match, but Drew Gulak is here because he wants to prove that he doesn't need to make a move. He doesn't need to go somewhere else to reinvigorate himself, because in all honesty, that loss for Drew Gulak doesn't really affect his standing. He's had so many unbelievable victories. Well, this is going to be a little tougher ask. It's wall-to-wall wrestling on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's wall-to-wall boos for Randy Orton. It has been breathless here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely breathless. When you think about everything that's happened, and all of the changes, and all of the combustible elements that have been going on here, what else could possibly happen here tonight that could top what we've already seen? Seth Rollins came out, interrupted Finn Balor. He's been traded to SmackDown. For who, we have no idea. We'll find out on Monday Night Raw. We can only control what we can control. We found out the SmackDown women's rankings. Becky Lynch was number 10. She came out, cut off the general manager, got into a fight with Liv Morgan, took out Liv Morgan, advanced to number 8, and then, after an impressive display from Bobby Lashley, he goes to try and take out Jinder Mahal, but Raymond Rowe returns. But not only that, Hanson, his partner of so many years, declared war on the tag team division. And Hanson makes his debut on SmackDown Live, and it would appear that Hanson and Rowe might just be back in the saddle. And the whole tag team division was on notice, and now got the All-American Grappler in Drew Gulak taking on the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton. It is absolute chaos tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and we are underway. Randy Orton, of course, has had a lot of trouble with Noam Dar, but he took Noam Dar out, what I think will be for good, because he punted Noam Dar. It was over a month ago. Punted Noam Dar. Noam Dar is expected to make a full recovery, but hasn't been sighted since, and Randy Orton has just been RKOing staff. He's been doing all kinds of stuff backstage. He's got Drew Gulak here tonight, who is a really stern competitor. Has won so many big matches over the last few weeks. Got himself into that position at Survivor Series. Fell at the final hurdle, but what is NXT's loss is SmackDown's gain. Because I can't say I'm unhappy about seeing Drew Gulak on SmackDown every week, but look at this. He's just absolutely taking Randy Orton, who is a mat general. And he is taking him to task here. Look at this, stretching him across his back, but Orton has the counter, got him out of the way. Randy Orton going for him again, but look at this, Drew Gulak just has all the answers, and Orton is frustrated and gets out of the ring, and he's going to take a walk. Certainly not a popular member is Randy Orton. And he's telling Drew Gulak he should come to the outside of the ring, and if I'm Gulak, I'm staying right there. And Orton now. He's going to come at Gulak, throws a right hand. Oh, and he fires right back though. And Gulak with a chop. Oh, and Orton though with a short right hand jab. Beautiful shot from Orton. But again, Orton just being taken out by Drew Gulak, out wrestled by the All-American Grappler. And look at this, going for the armbar now. He's just got so many ways he can beat you just through Gulak. Try and use them all here tonight against one of the absolute legends of the industry. First ballot Hall of Famer, no question, is Randy Orton. Whether you like him or not, Orton ducks under the... Oh, beautiful takedown. Thez press followed up by the right hands. Gulak is struggling after those shots, and Orton's having a look at it. You've got to ask yourself, does Orton know a lot about Drew Gulak? Does he know what Gulak has? Has he studied Gulak? You have to think that being a student of the game like Randy Orton is, that he would have had to have. But Gulak, when he's tying you up, all plans go out the window, and that's exactly what he's doing. Look at the torque on Randy Orton here. Orton is a big guy, but he manages to get him over, but Orton uses his weight, transfers it, and then transfers that boot right under the jaw of Drew Gulak, and then he nails him with a clothesline. Gets right back in the game, does Orton. It is all about wall-to-wall wrestling on SmackDown. As you can see, Orton leapfrog over the top, and a back elbow takes him out, and Orton's showing that he's got some tricks up his sleeve as well, and he slows the pace down on Gulak. But you have to say that this would probably benefit Gulak more if this one goes to the ground. Have to think that Orton would try and exert his power advantage here over Drew Gulak. He goes back and wrenches on the neck, but Orton, he's a proud competitor. He might want to try and out-wrestle Gulak because he doesn't want to be shown up in any regard ever. He's proven that. After he was in the Team Dar KO, ended up turning his back on Noam Dar. A lot of people perhaps saw it coming, but Noam Dar gave him the benefit of the doubt, but you can never trust a snake, you can never trust a viper, and Randy Orton is really feeling himself here tonight. Gulak in the seated position is up here. He's up. Randy Orton is going to take him straight back down. Oh no, Gulak transferred the weight. Gulak transferred the weight, then transferred him to the canvas as well. And Drew Gulak may have his opening here, and he's going to look to try and stretch the Viper out. He's going to look to stretch the Viper out. That's what he does. Here's a wrestling purist dream as Drew Gulak stomps on the gut of Randy Orton, and then a shot to the spine. That'll adjust your spine for sure. And Gulak might be looking to dig down even further into his bag of tricks here. We've seen this so many times. He ties his opponents up like pretzels and almost got him that shot at the North American Championship. But look at this. He's just stretching Orton out here. Gulak stretching Orton out. Orton is struggling. He's going to have to try and get out here, but he powers out. Or was it Gulak fading? Was it Gulak maybe gassing? He got another up kick there, did Orton. Gulak seems stunned, but Gulak, he responds with a beautiful gut-wrench suplex. And now Gulak is going to go to the well again, and he's going to stretch him up again. And Gulak stretching him out again. He could pull those arms out of the socket. Be pretty hard to hit an RKO when you're pulling the arms out of the socket, but Orton, look out. Orton! Oh! Olympic slam on the button, and Orton clotheslines him out of the ring. And oh, wait a minute, Orton, he's got that sick look in his eye. And Randy Orton, the referee, is counting out Drew Gulak. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Noam Dar. Noam Dar from the crowd. Orton only just saw him. RKO. RKO! Gulak back in the ring! RKO on the outside! Noam Dar strikes out of nowhere! And Gulak picks up a massive victory over Randy Orton! A drive-by! Randy Orton was frustrated to the point that he was going looking for a weapon, but the opportunistic Dar returns like many others, but he reverses the role. 3 devastating letters, RKO, lead to 3 devastating numbers. 1, 2, 3, and Drew Gulak has picked up a huge victory over Randy Orton, but you can mark the assist down to Noam Dar, who has picked his moment perfectly. He's coming back. But we are back, live in the arena, for even more bell-to-bell action, ladies and gentlemen. It's what SmackDown is thriving on. It's what it's all about here on the Blue Brand. The in-ring action will be flowing through the veins. Toni Storm is about to take on Billie Kay to try and hold her spot. In the women's power rankings, Toni Storm, of course, is number 2. Billie Kay is number 3. Toni Storm is feeling it here tonight. A couple of missed opportunities. She's already had a women's championship match, of course, in that triple threat match a couple of months ago, but everything is different now than it used to be. The power rankings have turned this company on its head. The women are thriving. The competition is fierce. And well, as we saw a little bit earlier between Billie Kay and Peyton, Royce could break friendships as well. Storied history between these women, both Australian, obviously, but that isn't where it ends. Of course, Toni Storm helped out the Iconics many weeks ago. They are friends, but tonight they are forced to become enemies because, well, quite simply put, you lose, you slip down the rankings. We saw it with Liv Morgan earlier tonight with that mysterious blackout that we got, and Liv Morgan was taken down, and I shudder to think, because I have a little bit of an idea of what it could potentially be given who Liv Morgan is and who she represents. But again, I do not want to utter anything about that because that might speak it into existence. But Toni Storm is saying, let's go. Billie Kay saying, hey, how about you chill out and give me some space? Toni Storm ain't about that. Not when it comes to trying to get to the top of these power rankings, because as EC3 said before, he stated that number 1 and number 2 will fight at Vengeance for the Women's Championship here on SmackDown. The SmackDown Women's Championship will be fought out between number 1 and 2 on the power rankings at the end of the month. You've already seen Rhea Ripley. She chose Monday Night Raw immediately before she could even utter a word. Bianca Belair was out there. The women's division is on fire here. Billie Kay, she's happy with her little victory there. And oh no, she won't be happy with getting a headbutt though. Now Toni Storm sends Billie Kay off. Look out. Oh, German suplex, held it with the bridge. Kick out at 1. That's as quickly as it can turn though. When you're talking Toni Storm. Sends her into the corner. Toni Storm with a full head of steam and just dropping those knees down. Toni Storm sees the opportunity now to go to the middle rope. There's not a lot of Toni Storm, but what she does have, she packs a punch. She could be looking to throw a punch or a kick. Absolutely on the button, down into the cover here. 1, 2, and no, not quite. As we've already mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, Fatal 4-Way still to come. It is going to be a hell of a battle. And I'll tell you what, Cesaro has a hell of a record in these situations. Cesaro has been a part of 2 winning Survivor Series team, 1 of the captain, and then 1, of course, just recently when that heroic performance took place, where he deadlifted Braun Strowman not once but twice and became the lone survivor. Has to be the favorite tonight. Who you got? Let me know. You can see Billie Kay is taking it to the leg here of Toni Storm, and I think that's a very sound strategy. Speaking of strategy, EC3 with what I believe is a very sound strategy of gearing SmackDown more towards the in-ring competitor. Get your issues settled inside the ring. Oh, look at this back Scratching the back again here, getting down and dirty as Billie Kay picks her up. Beautiful suplex, and Toni Storm taking that opportunity to roll out of the ring instinctually to try and hang on here as Billie Kay looks to go after Toni Storm, but she rebuffed. And Storm sent her back, and now Toni Storm wrenching on the arm, and now wrenching on the arm again, twisting it around. It's not meant to go that way. Toni Storm taking control of Billie Kay here. And Toni Storm, with the hip attack. Taking down Billie Kay, and Toni Storm taking her down and also taking control. Hard European uppercut sends her into the corner. And now Toni Storm, no. Oh, look out. Oh my God, she stacked her up like an accordion. In the corner. And Toni Storm may have knocked Billie Kay clean out, but she kicks out somehow. The gutsy Australian. And Toni Storm has taken it to her here. She knows she's got her right where she wants her. Got to stay on her. Toni Storm going after Billie Kay, but Billie Kay rolls out. Toni Storm held onto the arm. No. Billie Kay. Oh, look out. Throws another elbow. This one a little bit more effectual. Now Billie Kay sends Toni Storm in. Shot right to the midsection of Billie Kay. Is really getting down and dirty in this one. She knows that she probably can't out-wrestle in a pure sense Toni Storm. But she can use the ring to her advantage, use her environment to her advantage, use her power to her advantage as well. Beautiful gut-wrench suplex from Billie Kay. Down into the cover. Is it enough to usurp number 2? No. Who knows? This could essentially be a number 1 contenders match. Who's to say that if Billie Kay knocks off Toni Storm here, that she won't hang on to that number 2 position that she'll take and head to vengeance and become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Oh, look at the big boot. Couldn't find it. Toni Storm did find a German suplex. And that was as devastating as you'll see as Toni Storm screams into the night here. And now Toni Storm gonna look to try and take advantage of this. Loads her up to the high rent district. And Toni Storm now is gonna go all the way up with her here. Toni Storm from the second rope. Superplex. Billie Kay hasn't moved. Toni Storm picks her up, swinging around. Right on the back of the neck. Into the cover. 1, 2. No. What do you think about the women's division here? As competitive as it comes. And Toni Storm, she got caught. The leg got caught. And Billie Kay as gutsy as you like. Turns her around. Boston Crab. Submission. Toni Storm may have to tap out here. Billie Kay is just screaming into the air. Trying to hang on with everything she's got, but Toni Storm powers out. Toni Storm powers out. No, Billie Kay took her down again. Desperate. Everybody standing here. Billie Kay picks her up. Snap suplex. She's pulled that out of the arsenal. Billie Kay with a snap suplex. And now she's going to send her into the corner. And Billie Kay might be looking to deliver a receipt and take Toni Storm to the top rope, much like Toni Storm took her. What a shot. The competitiveness. But this time Billie Kay standing on the top rope. It's not off the middle. It's all the way off the top. Billie Kay drops Toni Storm. This could be one of the upsets so far. Billie Kay, massive boot. Bounces off the jaw. Cover her, Billie. She's got her. Massive upset on the cards too. Billie Kay ekes it out. No. Toni Storm ekes the shoulder up. These women are letting it all hang out. Billie Kay with an opportunity here. No. Look out. Here comes Toni Storm. She's found a second win. Toni Storm sends her in. Oh, knees again. Knees again. And Toni Storm now picks her up. She's going to drop her down on the neck again. Storm looking to put it away. Billie Kay threw her best punch, but I don't think it was enough. 1, 2. Toni Storm, but only just has pulled it out of the fire here. What a match. What competitiveness. And what do you think about the women's division right now, ladies and gentlemen? Some of the best athletes in the world vying, jockeying for position. And Toni Storm, you can bet, has held firm on that number 2 spot. It's going to be real hard to pip her off now. Toni Storm. Well, this is breaking news. Toni Storm has risen to number 1 over Shayna Baszler after that huge gutsy win. That is as good as you'll see, ladies and gentlemen. But next week, Baszler has the chance to get one back when she takes on Ruby Riott. That is next week. Oh my. It's time for the Fatal 4-Way WWE Championship match. We've seen this look in his eyes before. We've seen this look in his eyes before. Kevin, think about his career. Oh my God. Finn Balor takes on Kevin Owens to round out the final 3 for Team WWE that will take on Team ESN. With Finn Balor laid him out with 1916, and now Balor is looking for the Ultimates. He's looking for the coup de grace. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Ricochet, Kevin Owens in the same building, face to face. Well, that is next week, ladies and gentlemen, but we are talking about tonight. And we are going long, because this is the main event of the evening. Fatal 4-Way for a shot at the WWE Championship. This is as good as it gets. This man was the hero for SmackDown at Survivor Series. He defeated Braun Strowman when they were down to the last 2 with some absolutely unbelievable feats of strength, and this man's stock went absolutely through the roof. And tonight, he looks to finish the job. But this man was the captain. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. What the hell? It's Brock Lesnar. Beat the holy hell out of Johnny Gargano. Gargano's crimson mask. Where the hell did Lesnar go? Where did he come from? Cesaro seeing all this transpire on the big screen. Oh my God! Lesnar with Nakamura now. Jesus! Brock Lesnar has stormed SmackDown and is absolutely cleaning house. Nakamura, look at his face. Nakamura's been absolutely destroyed. Cesaro looks confused. I think the whole crowd is confused. We're meant to have a fatal four-way match right now. Cesaro looking on. Where the hell is he? Oh my God, Velveteen Dream, who was meant to be in this match as well. Velveteen Dream is being destroyed and being dismantled now. Lesnar has run riot on SmackDown. Jesus. F5 from hell. And now, Lesnar making a beeline for who I'm gonna call the face of SmackDown, Cesaro, Lesnar. It's gonna go down. How about you get in and get to some of him, Lesnar? Yes. Let's do it. This place is on their feet. They're going absolutely berserk. How about you fight him, Lesnar? Spine-tingling stuff. And oh, here we go. Well, Lesnar backing away from Cesaro. Or is he? Cesaro wants all of Lesnar. Is Lesnar gonna do it? He's dismantled everybody else, and here he comes. Is it on? Is it on, ladies and gentlemen? Lesnar Cesaro. Absolutely deafening in here. Spine tingling. Goosebump ridden. Are they gonna fight? Do it. Get in there. Lesnar saying, I'm not here for you. I'm here for Bryan. But Bryan stormed out of the building earlier. But it says a hell of a lot about Cesaro. It says a hell of a lot about the Swiss cyborg. Brock Lesnar don't want none. Oh my God.